In this video, I'm going to go over tracking time and submitting timesheets in Tevera. So there's two steps really here. One is you tracking time on a regular daily basis, and the other is the timesheet that you'll submit on a monthly basis. So first we'll look at tracking time. So I'm here in a Tevera account, and I'm going to click on timesheets. I can click here on the left side menu or on the center where it says timesheets, enter time. There are a number of different views for how you can look at this. One says month, week, day, agenda. I find track to be by far the simplest, and that's what I would recommend that you use, and that's what I'm going to show you here. So we're here on the track. If you find yourself somewhere else, you can just click track. And so we see how I have these little open buttons, and we're looking at a calendar that's showing me a week. If I needed to be in the previous week, I can move backwards. So here I can see, I forgot to enter my time last Thursday. I'm going to go in and say that I spent 2 hours in an orientation training, and maybe I spent 1.5 hours observing others. Again, we're using decimal points for our fraction of time. So that would be, 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. So that time is entered in there. Now I'm going to come back to today. Okay, so now here I am today, and I'm going to say that I had an hour of supervision, and maybe I spent 2 hours doing some policy work. So I've got my time there. So again, you should be logging your time on a regular daily basis. It's hard to remember what you did if you're going backwards. So you are encouraged each day you're in your placement to go in and enter your time accordingly. So I can see what I've done there. Now, on the 5th of each month, your timesheet is due. So when you get to the end of the month, the last day that you're working for that month, you can go ahead and submit your timesheet. So what we'll do is come over here to our assignments, and that's where we're going to find our timesheet template. So I'm coming to assignments, and I have different timesheets here. So we're going to work here from the October hours report, for example. So you'll do this each month. So I'm going to click on the Not Started button, and then I'm going to click Start. And it's going to pull up a report. So I'm going to log for the previous month. So for our example here, I'm just going to go ahead and put in the date. So typically you would be logging a full month. So I'm going to go August and say, okay, we're going to capture August 1st to August 31st. And so I can see my date range there is what I want it to be. I want it to calculate these cumulative hours at the end of the date that I'm reporting on, not the future, because now I might have done a few more hours. You will probably just have one track, although if you're in advance, you might have two. So make sure you're choosing the track for the field placement that you are in. And then when we come down here to field instructor, this part is where you actually need to choose both of your supervisors. If you have a site supervisor and a field instructor, you're going to choose both of them from this menu, even though it says field instructor. So say I have a site supervisor, I'm going to pick that person's name first. We want the site supervisor to be the first signer, since they're the person that's seeing you on a regular basis kind of every day, where your field instructor might just be seeing you once a week, depending on your setting. So I'm going to click on my site supervisor. And then I'm actually going to just open up this drop down again, and I'm going to click my field instructor, and I'll see them both here. If I realize I selected them in the wrong order, I can just drag them and reorder. So again, site supervisor first, and then field instructor. And then you're going to click your seminar instructor, so your faculty field liaison here. And when you have that all filled in, your program is going to be social work, and then you're going to click send for signatures. And so when I click that, it's going to generate my timesheet. So here I can look at it and make sure it looks like I expected to. So I can make sure it's reporting on the month I intended to. So I have here, August 1st to August 31st. Since I'm doing a test example and I only log time in September, we see that I have 0 hours, but cumulatively, maybe I had time logged before. So again, this should match what you expected. How many hours did you log during that month, and how many hours did you have cumulatively at the end of the month? So you'll make sure that looks the way that you expect it to. We also have the hours broken up here by category, again, both for the specific time frame that you're reporting on and for your cumulative hours here. And then we will see that we have these signature lines, and nobody's signed this yet. So if this all looks good, I'm going to go ahead and click sign and send. So my signature is already loaded in here. If yours is not, you can click the signature button to add your signature in, either with writing or with your password. So I'm going to click sign and send. And this document is going to move on to my site supervisor. And so I will see here, now it tells me that the document is waiting on my site supervisor to sign. It remains your responsibility to kind of monitor this. So again, I suggested you do this after you finish working in field for the last day of the month, so that there's a few days until the 5th when it's due. Your field liaison will also be able to see the status of your document. So they'll be able to see which day you sent it. They'll be able to see who it's waiting on. So once my site supervisor signs it, it will automatically move to my field instructor, director and then go to my faculty field liaison. So you can monitor that and make sure that you are reminding your supervisors to sign it if you see that it's sitting for a couple days. Please reach out if there are any questions.